Meanwhile, as the shelling continues and the body count rises, Ukraine's kids are caught in the crossfire, sometimes literally. So what is it like growing up in a war zone? NewsNation's Elizabeth Prann brings us that story. Hey, Elizabeth.
Hey, Elizabeth, you know, we've had this conversation, right, that millions are getting displaced. But what we're not talking about, the fact, is children are becoming orphans every day. Watching the Ukraine war from thousands of miles away, the conflict often looks like this. Depersonalized images of bombings, tank battles, and rubble. But the war has a very human face. Families who look like this. Katya is only 13 here. It's New Year's 2022. She still has her home in Mariupol. Just 2 months after this photo was taken, Katya worried she could never see her father again and her home wiped off the map.
The bombs were flying like above her house. Olga made a decision to take her family, her 3 kids. Like she was thinking about like take everything but just leave my husband alive.
Katya's family had to flee the merciless Russian assault. Her mother, Olga, explained through an interpreter, throwing documents and diapers into plastic bags and running for their lives.
They left their home full with everything in Mariupol.
Katya's father, Alexander, volunteered to serve immediately. He stayed to defend the now famous Azovstal steel plant when the Russians took control, capturing him and thousands of others. He wouldn't see his family for 622 days. Reportedly, 20,000 civilians have been killed in Mariupol, but Katya's family is still alive and together. Not everyone is so lucky.
Every day, more and more children are being orphaned in Ukraine. There's no question about that.
Groups such as Kidsave are trying to rescue a tsunami of orphaned children. Since the start of the invasion, fleets of volunteers drove to orphanages, rescuing hundreds of abandoned children every single day. Kids who don't just have to contend with the challenges of daily sustenance, but also the abuse of Russian predators who prey on vulnerable children.
Those children needed, obviously, a lot of humanitarian aid and support. But as the kids are becoming orphaned, as they're being put in shelters, we're really focusing on the fact you can't wait until the war is over to get these kids into families.
A miracle center high in the Carpathian Mountains of Western Ukraine, a central command center for the influx of children. Here they receive therapy and refuge.
They are the most vulnerable because even for regular kids, it's incredibly hard to face all these horrors that war brings every day. But for these children living in such conditions, they lost their sense of safety completely. And they don't have anyone to just hold them and tell them that it's going to be okay.
Depending on your definition of okay, the Russian offensive in the Kharkiv region has advanced in recent weeks. The shelling, missiles, and airstrikes reportedly have killed at least 30 civilians. Katya's future, like the rest of the country, is uncertain. Right now, she's alive with her family. They're together in Poteva, a city about 300 miles from her ruined hometown. In today's Ukraine, that's a victory.
Katya, she's going to Svite, to individual classes with psychologists. And she's saying that she's very very doing good.
You heard there, Elizabeth. So Katya is getting treatment through Kids of Ukraine. We did not speak with their father. He is not able to speak at this time. He is undergoing trauma therapy. But you have to remember, there are still thousands of men and women being held inside of that steel plant. Just last month, Russians released about 75 individuals. Elizabeth?
Wow. Powerful reporting, Elizabeth. Thank you so much. Thanks so much for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.